Hey, how the hell is everybody doing? Just your average schmo. Back once again. I thought I'd jump up, do a quick, what I'm hoping is a quick video before I go down and relax for a little bit and head off to bed. Back to work tomorrow. Had a long day today. Hopefully tomorrow won't be quite as long, but we'll see. But here we go. As you've seen from the title, this is going to combine two things that I particularly like. One being Disney, two being horror. And they're not from the same thing, so this isn't like Disney horror. But thought I'd include this because they just came today. I belong to the Disney Movie Club. I'll leave a link below to the Disney Movie Club if you're a Disney fan. And obviously Disney has so much under the umbrella now. Besides Disney, Pixar, they have Marvel, they have Star Wars, they have National Geographic, all kinds of stuff. So if you're a fan and you're like me, where you're kind of old school, or just old, either one, and you like to actually have like DVDs and Blu-rays and stuff like that rather than just streaming everything. I mean, I stream a lot of stuff too, but I like having the Blu-rays and stuff like that. Because the only downside of streaming is a lot of times you don't get all the, you don't have access to all the like behind the scenes stuff and extra stuff that they put on the Blu-rays. And I like that stuff. I like commentaries and stuff like that. It's interesting to watch those. Eventually I'm going to start making time and going through and like, because there's only a handful of movies where I've actually watched them and had the commentary play while I was watching it. I want to start going back and watching a lot of my movies and with the commentary, so I can really get like a really behind the scenes, like in the moment, of how they shot certain scenes and how they did certain effects and stuff like that. But anyway, I am a member of the Disney Movie Club. That's how I get all my Disney movies, and my Marvel movies, and my Star Wars movies. I've been a member of the Disney Movie Club for years. That always include all this extra stuff in it that I have no use for. But this is a set of two movies. One of them was basically like the featured or director selection, and they had a deal where you could get the second one with it. So the first movie I paid $29.95 for the Blu-ray. I think it's a Blu-ray. It might be a 4K actually. Let me see. Yeah. So it's actually a 4K, which doesn't do me a lot of good because I don't have a 4K TV or a 4K player. Eventually, though, when I do get around to it, because eventually you have to upgrade, right? Then I have that movie, but it comes with a regular Blu-ray too. And then the other one, which is just the Blu-ray, I think it's just a Blu-ray DVD digital code, was only $5. And then with shipping, the grand total for these two movies was $43.32. And it also came with a lithograph, a little small lithograph that they normally include with their new releases through the Disney Movie Club. These are exclusive to the Disney Movie Club. I have a ton from all different kinds of movies of these little, I think they're like 4x6 or 5x7 lithographs. So of course this is the movie that came out just a few months ago, I believe. Death on the Nile, which I have not seen. It looks like it has a pretty stellar cast in it though. Annette Bening, Kenneth Branagh. Is that your pronounce his name? Russell Brand. Dawn French. Gal Gadot. Armie Hammer. A few other ones. But yeah. I do like a good mystery. So, got that. And then the second one, that as part of the deal, the second one I could get with it for $5 was the Murder on the Orient Express. Which I remember, this is actually, I mean, obviously based on, an actual mystery novel. But it's actually, I think, been done as a movie a number of times. I think I remember seeing like a black and white one. But I haven't seen this either. So, I'll be looking forward to, I might make maybe this next weekend I'll make it kind of a double feature movie night and just watch both of these back to back. I might. You don't know. I don't know either. My plans might change between now and then. I might decide to watch something else. That's a great thing. Here, my house. 1, it's my house. 2, I'm the only one here other than the dog, and he don't care. He don't pay attention to anything that's on TV anyhow. He used to. He actually used to sit there and actively, like, watch the TV. Now he's just, I don't know. He's just too good for it, I guess. He don't feel like sitting around with me and watching movies or anything. Unless I'm eating. Then he wants to sit there and bark his full head off the whole time. That's my ex. Kind of spoiled him and her dog. Every time we ate, she had to make the plate of whatever we were eating for the dogs. Although I was a little strict on, on her dog. It was her dog, so I didn't tell her what to do with her dog. But my dog, I didn't always let him have everything that we were having. Alright, next thing. I just cracked it open. This is the Horrorpack Bluray for May. I had to think of what month we were in. Almost halfway through the year already. It's crazy. Also, a link below to Horrorpack. This is a monthly subscription mystery box. Obviously centered around horror and suspense. They have 2 different versions. They have what I get, which is the Blu-ray version. And it is, I believe, $29.95 a month for 4 Blu-rays. Or you can get just a regular DVD version, which I believe is $24.99 a month for 4 DVDs. Free shipping in the continental United States. And the great thing is you can actually subscribe to both of them because they don't each month. They have different, they put out the different movies on DVD than they do Blu-ray. So if you subscribe to both, you're not going to get the same movies on DVD and Blu-ray. You're going to get, basically each month you get probably 8 different movies. If you so incline to do so. You subscribe to both of them. I just subscribed to Blu-ray. So let's see what we got. Oh, almost forgot. And each month, whether it's DVD or Blu-ray, each month one of the releases that they have in it is a limited edition. Now what that means, most often what that means is it's a movie, sometimes maybe a little bit lower budget, independent movie, which sometimes are the better horror movies, that's only being released through Horrorpack. Or it might be a movie that's already been released or that's being released, but the Horrorpack version has something unique about it. Either has some extra bonus stuff or has different cover art. Once in a great while, they even have, maybe it's signed by like the director or producer or one of the cast members. I think they've only done that like once or twice since I've been a subscriber. But I mean, that's cool, right? Alright, here we go. Let's see what we got. First one is The Lesson. Little quote here on the front says, "One of the scariest teachers ever put on screen. You're going to learn even if it kills you." The lesson. There's the back. Yeah, it's amazing how, I mean, as vast as my horror movie collection is, I mean, I've probably got just, I mean, in my overall DVD, Blu-ray collection is like 500 plus, which is probably tame compared to what some people have. But out of those, probably about minimum of a third, or possibly even closer to half of that, is horror and suspense and thrillers. And it's amazing how often I get movies that, one, I've never even heard of, and two, that I don't have, which is great. Number 2 is The Last Compartment. This is the Horrorpack Limited Edition. So this is The Last Compartment. And you can see there, here, it's got the Horrorpack logo actually on the liner. It's a very basic thing. I mean, as you can, if you compare, you know, like this one was done like by a bigger, probably a bigger studio, a bigger release. This is a limited edition, probably truly independent movie that was released by Horrorpack. So, but I've watched a few of the limited editions I've got, and like I said, sometimes these lower budget, and I don't mean lower budget as in bad. I just mean, you know, it's a small studio, so they generally have a lower budget when they do their movies. And yet, a lot of times these can be just as comparable as the big blockbuster horror movies that release at the theater. Sometimes they're even better. Number 3. American Mummy. I think, oh yeah, I forgot about that. I forgot that one of the titles this month was supposed to be 3D. So here we go. This is the Blu-ray 3D American Mummy. So I'll have to watch it in 3D. I'll have to. Fortunately, I don't have, when I got my projector for in my theater room and my pull-down screen, I love it. Most of the time, that's what I watch everything on, because it's full 1080p, you know, high def. It's a smart projector. It's got all the apps and you know, Netflix and everything already built into it. I love it. Got my PS3. Goes through it, so when I play games, I can play them on a big 120-inch screen. But it doesn't do the 3D movies like this. If you want to get a 3D projector, that was a bit more expensive. The one I bought was already a little more than what most people would probably want to pay. But, you know, it's like, hey, you only live once, right? Once in a while, you got to just freaking splurge. And that's why I love movies. I like the theater atmosphere, so that's what I did. But I kind of wish I would have got one where I could play my 3D movies, because I got a number of movies like this in 3D, you know, with the like LCD shutter style glasses. But the great thing is I actually do have a 3D television behind the screen, so I just have to put that screen up, and then I can watch my Sony. I can watch these on, you know, it's a smaller screen. It's about half. Technically, it's like half the size, or a little bit less than half the size. But it's still good to watch movies on, though. So yeah, I'll be interested to check this out. American Mummy in 3D. just have to make sure I replace the batteries in the glasses because I haven't used them in a while. I should probably every once in a while just turn that TV on back there, just, you know, so it's not sitting idle for too long. Oh, I know a number of people that won't like this movie because they don't like the little creepy crawlies. Here we go, Itsy Bitsy. Obviously, you can see the spider legs down there. I myself, I don't mind spiders. Now, granted, I mean, I'm like most people. I'm not technically, I'm not afraid of spiders. I mean, if I see a spider, I don't freak out. I'm just like, there's a spider. You know, even if it's like right next to me. I don't know. But, you know, if I'm walking and all of a sudden, you know, I feel something and I look and it's a spider, yeah, I'm going to flip it off of me. Because I'm not whatever you call an expert in spiders. I don't know what the scientific name for those people are, but I'm not one of them. So, you know, unless it's like a black widow, which I recognize. I think everybody would recognize a black widow because of the hourglass on them. But there are some spiders that have that almost mimic black widows, but they're not like as lethal or as toxic as black widows. So you can't really go on that either. But yeah, I'm not an expert, so, you know, I don't know if the damn thing bites me, whether it's just going to be like a mosquito bite or whether it's going to fucking hurt. I don't know. So I'll flip it off. Yeah, in fact, one time, which really freaked people out at work, what was that? Oh, I think I went to take the dog out or something. And as I was coming back in the house, I felt something like on my neck. So I just, you know, I didn't even see what it was. I figured it was a bug or something, so I flipped it off. And then I happened to look down, and it was a spider. And it was probably about, so big. About the size of a 50-cent piece. Yeah. I'll admit, that freaked me out just a little bit. Because one, it's not very often you see a spider that big around here. Two, I was just thinking, where the hell did that thing come from? You know, because, I mean, you'd think if it was like right above the door or something, I might have noticed it when I was letting the dog out, but no. Anyway, I actually took a picture of it and showed people at work. I said, yeah, the damn thing was crawling on me, and they're, you know, everybody like freaking out about it. But yeah, so, you know, I flip it off, but spiders don't really bother me. It's like my front porch. During summer, I mean, I try to go out there and keep it cleaned up with the cobwebs and stuff like that, because if I have people over, we want to sit on the porch, you know, they don't want to be out there with arachnophobia. But yeah, if I don't do that, it's like, it is literally like arachnophobia on my front porch. There's spiders everywhere. But the great thing about them is they keep all the other insects to a minimum. So, anyway, I'm rambling. I do that, you know it. You should be used to it. Well, there we go. Itsy Bitsy. That looks like it'll be a good one to watch. But there you go. Those are the Disney mystery movies that I got through the Disney Movie Club. Check out that below. And, of course, 4 movies from Horrorpack Bluray. Again, check out the link below. If you're a big fan of horror, you can't go wrong with Horrorpack. As always, everybody, please do me the big favor of subscribing, sharing, liking, hit notification bell, you know, all that good stuff. I greatly appreciate it. Helps me out. I'm trying to slowly garner some subscribers and start getting somewhere with my YouTube channel. So any help you could provide would be greatly appreciated. And while you're doing that, make sure you stay safe and healthy. And look out for yourself and those around you. Until the next time, which probably the next thing coming down the pike would probably be, I would assume, my next band box should be shipping here pretty soon. So, keep an eye out for that. Till then, see ya.